Getting paid in construction can be hard, and it can take a really long time. A preliminary notice is a document that helps contractors and suppliers get paid faster. In many states, you're actually required to send one of these documents in order to protect your right to file a mechanics lien down the road. And trust me, you want to protect your lien rights on every single job. Payment problems can come out of nowhere, and if you haven't preserved your rights, forcing payment can be a nightmare later on. Even if your state doesn't require preliminary notices, we highly recommend sending one at the start of every project. It's a proven method to speed up payment and prevent payment disputes. That's because prelims do more than just preserve lien rights. They also establish communication, visibility, and accountability early on. Depending on where your project is located, a preliminary notice may be called a number of different things. It might be called a notice to owner, a notice of furnishing, a 20-day notice, a pre-lien, a prelim, or something else along those lines. But it's all the same thing. These documents are typically sent to the people in charge of the project, the property owner, the general contractor, maybe even the lender if there's one on the job. And a preliminary notice will usually include your company's name, address, your contact info, who hired you, and what you're doing on the project. Depending on the state, you may even also have to include an estimate of your contract price. But this required information will change state by state. Preliminary notices are so powerful because they open lines of communication on a construction project and they create great visibility throughout the payment chain. By sending this professional, friendly notice, you let everyone else in the project know that you're on the job. Why is that so important? Because on any given project, there can be a number of different contractors and suppliers that may not even be aware of each other. And when it comes time to pass payments down the chain, this visibility will help payments move more quickly. Preliminary notices are often just as important to owners and GCs as they are to you. Those parties want to make sure that everyone on the job gets paid so that they can avoid payment disputes and lien claims. However, it can be hard for them to identify everyone that's working on their job. If they miss a subcontractor and if that sub doesn't get paid, then they might file a mechanics lien against the property. That could cripple cash flow on the job and even halt progress on site. When preliminary notices are sent, that helps them track everyone who must be paid on the project and helps them avoid those lien claims coming out of nowhere. Imagine you're a material supplier in California and you're hired by a subcontractor to work on a residential construction project, but you don't know anyone else in the job and no one else knows that you're there. However, if you've sent a preliminary notice, then those upper-tiered parties can easily follow up to make sure that you've been paid, to request waivers from you, and ultimately just protect their property. Sending preliminary notice really benefits everyone. You'll be much more likely to get paid in full and paid on time if that notice is sent. Keep in mind, in a lot of states, preliminary notice may be required in order to preserve your lien rights. If you don't send a prelim to the right people within the right time frame, you could lose your lien rights before a payment problem even arises. In any case, the best practice here is to send a prelim on every project as soon as you realize that you haven't sent one out, even if that happens to be late. Late notice may not protect your lien rights in some states, but it'll get you seen on the project and it could still speed up payment. We have a separate video on what to do if you missed your preliminary notice deadline, so make sure to check that out. I hope this video has been helpful to you, and if you have any questions about preliminary notices, our network of licensed construction attorneys are here to help at no cost to you. Just visit levelset.com and get your questions answered today for free. We know getting paid in construction is tough, and preliminary notices are just one of the many documents you can send out to ensure smooth payment. If you want to send your preliminary notices for free through Levelset and explore other ways to manage and automate payment paperwork, give us a call or chat with us live today. And remember, payment help is here.